Hello, 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 hello. We are here for day 19. Arrow-shaped tag. Cardstock, scissors, roller embellishments. Cut your rectangle, make an arrow shape. Now, I realize that my videos today are a little out of order. Normally this is the first video of the day, but I'll be honest, I was really struggling with a theme. I mean, obviously I know how to make an arrow shape, but I really was struggling with a theme. Like, how was I going to decorate? Where's that line for this side? I think it was 1.5. Yep. Yeah. The dot doesn't do me any good way out here because it's going to make my measurements all weird. So anyway, that was what I was saying. I have kind of sat today trying to come up with a concept. What? So let's go here. Okay, cut out my arrow. My first thought was Cupid's arrow, you know, being that it's February and all. And I have a little Cupid. I've got a couple actually, but a Cupid die cut. I thought, oh, I could do a Cupid with a bunch of hearts. And I kind of was playing that around and like, but I didn't like it. And so I kind of have decided to go with a road theme, travel theme. So I've got my stamps out. I've die cut a little bit, and yeah, I'm not sure. This might be just another, simple, quick and easy, I don't know, we'll see. So I have one. Oops. Don't lose the black letters on the black W. A. Exactly. Already. Where's my Y? They were together when I moved them over there. Are you bloody kidding me? It's not on the floor. Oh, there it is. So I stamped out one way with my die cuts. Okay. While I was looking for that silly W or that silly Y, a lot of time for my glue to settle in. I'm glue. I could do this with a glue stick. That would, you know, not be a problem. Using Fabrifix for this is a little overkill, but as I've said in previous videos, it is my favorite glue. I trust it. It's never failed. I've never had anything come unglued once it was dry. Well, can't say never. The crafter's vellum, or drafter's vellum that I have, I used Fabrifix to glue pockets the first time I used it, and it didn't stick. And when I did my, made my first ephemera folder, I just glued my pockets down with the Fabrifix. I'm going to move this over so I stop trying to grab it. And yeah, I discovered, unfortunately, that once it dries, it's really easy to just pop off. So, but as far as like paper to paper, fabric to paper, paper to fabric, I've not had any issues with my stuff coming undone. I'm just clean up the excess here. And yes, I do realize this is not going to be color accurate. But let's see. Well, I have my black archival out, but ooh, let me see what's in my new inks. By the way, I showed a picture, but I haven't done a video or anything. I got all of these ink pads and all of these. There's 10 in each box and some loose re-inkers. But I got all of this for $43. Let's go with rose red. It does take me a little bit to remember how these open, because this is the first time I've ever had any Stampin' Up. And as you can see, I'm still trying to figure it out. So I'm going to do the rest of, I'm going to do the stamping in the red. And let me get a piece of paper for under there. Can't you see? Grab too much. Because I do want to go off the tag in places. So this first one I have is Detour. Now the one thing I don't like about these, the little ones, their set that I have, the big letters, they stay together and I can hold them with one hand. These ones like to come apart. So I moved that one over. I was going to put it up there, but I have this right turn only that I want to put up here. Either started to come apart. Okay, and then I got Yield. Whoop. See how easily that fell apart? I don't like these little ones. I wish they stayed together as well as the big ones do. fact, when I'm doing mass producing, when I'm doing word labels with the little ones, I actually tape them. And that way, so I don't do different words a lot because of how, you know, they're taped together. So I do as many as I can. And then change the tape out because there's only one it's kind of like when you get stickers, you know, you've got like 3 A's but only 1 P, for example. Same with this. The vowels, there's multiples of, but everything else, there's just one. So a lot of times I can't spell a word because the letter's used somewhere else, which is why I was saying I tend to do, when I'm doing word stamps, I tape them and I do a bunch at a time. Okay, I like that, and I'm not going to do more because I don't want to over stamping out that ink. Fun. Oh, look, it tells me right on the back how to do it. I have those inks. I have no idea where I'm going to put them. So, sorry, Kara, Brandon. I'm breaking rule number, Dana KY 2. I'm breaking one of the rules. Is if you don't have a home for it, you don't need it. But I couldn't pass it up. That's a lot of ink. That's like hundreds of dollars worth of ink. I'm not going to put a ribbon or anything in this. I'm just going to leave it. But let me see something real quick. I didn't want to pull out like all of my dice stuff. The letters were easy to find. But I thought in one of my one of my pet stickers, I thought I had a car on one. Lots of butterflies. There's a car, but man, it is long. Okay, well, we're going to use it because I won't use it anywhere else. The stickers, put it back in the drawer. Put those ones back. Close the drawer so I don't keep banging my knee. You need to get one of those plastic things that go into your desk. Every time I try to roll forward in my chair don't roll. So I can stick it here. Stick it down here. I like it down here on the bottom better. Why not? Put a little car on there. Well, there we go. There's our arrow-shaped tag for today. Trying to get things to pause so that I can get my camera open. Okay. Didn't even really touch it, but it took the picture anyway. So tomorrow is stamp-shaped tag. And I already had my envelope out when I was looking for my hexagon. And I have a bunch of stamps in here. So I did the biggest one that would fit in the pocket. It is eggshell on this side. It's red on the white. It's red on the back. I'm not sure which way entirely, but I'll probably decorate the red side so that the white still has a tag feel and that you can write with any color pen, versus if it's on the red, you're going to have to use a dark pen or a white one. So I'll show, see, this is the difference between my little ones and my big ones. You can see the R and the R right next to each other, and then the links. But these, right, these blocks don't come, they don't pop apart. Whereas these ones, see, I just grab it and they fall off. See? So yeah, I tend to use the bigger ones whenever possible, just to save myself the aggravation that comes with these ones. There. In real time, you got to see this struggle and why I prefer the big ones to the little ones. But sometimes I need small words, so I have to torture myself with the little ones. So thanks for tuning in once again, and as always, follow hashtag 100 days of tags, and that will show you all the creators that are participating in this challenge presented by CindyALewis. Information is included, as always, in my description box on how to get a copy of her 100 Days of Pockets, as well as her 100 Days of Books off her Ko-Fi channel. So, if you're so inclined, download it and join in on the fun. We'll talk to you later. Bye!